Breezy but bright at times today, but what does the rest of the week hold in store for those of you off enjoying half term? Well, join me later on for all the weather details.
And of course, weather a big factor in this. Lily, what kind of winds were they facing over the weekend?
Well, Alex, it was windy, but not really beyond the sort of winds those boats should be able to withstand. As we heard from Luke there, they are sort of designed for those rough conditions. So when the capsize happened, the top gusts were about 30 miles an hour. And actually, that's quite a bit less than the strong winds that we had last week in the Channel Islands. But the thing to bear in mind is you saw the size of those boats. They're going pretty fast. So once you add in the winds with the waves, which were 8 foot, quite hectic conditions. And actually Jersey Met say any waves that are 8 foot or more means that the sea state is described as rough. So rather bumpy, and the strong winds and the bumpy waves likely due to those low pressure systems we've had passing through, so churning up those seas.
So how's it been? Has it been rough? Has it been bumpy? Has it been good?
Well, today's actually been even windier than when the boat capsized. We had gusts of 40 miles an hour today, so quite blustery. I'm sure you would have noticed if you did head out on a walk today. And our sea state not quite as bad today. In the Channel Islands, it is rather rough rather than rough, you can see there. But actually, the rest of the boats in that fleet, they are still racing, and they've now progressed to along the coast of Portugal. Again, there are some sizey waves there, not quite as big, but around 6 feet, so rather rough conditions. But the thing is, the waves have now, the wind even has now eased off around 5 to 10 miles an hour, so hopefully some slightly more plain sailing.
And it's not just boats that have been harnessing the wind, is it?
No, I've had some really lovely pictures and videos sent in from the past few days, starting with this one, which hopefully should just appear some lovely. But in terms of what's to come for the rest of the week, we have still got some fairly breezy conditions into tomorrow. But let's get a check now. Here's all the weather details. Well, it has been another fairly breezy day, and we have enjoyed some brightness at times. Beautiful shot here at Halfday Par, and we had some sunny spells at times at the weekend too. But let's see what's in store as we head through the rest of this week. For those of you who are off enjoying half term, well, we will have some brightness here and there, but it is a bit of a mixed bag, meaning prepare for some cloudier periods with the possibility of rain at times too. So if you are out for the day, best to pack for all kinds of weather that could be in store. And it's staying fairly windy this week, not quite as windy as we had at times last week, but on the breezy side. As we head into this evening then, things could be a little bit cloudy for a time, perhaps with some light drizzle to start, but we'll get some clearer skies later on as we head through the night, and it is going to be fairly mild tonight. You can see temperatures hovering there at 13 degrees Celsius. Into tomorrow morning then, first thing, a little bit cloudy for any early morning rises, and that's when there's the greatest chance of some showers, but shower risk throughout the day, really. We should have some sunny periods through the middle part of the day, and the wind starting off fairly fresh and breezy, easing down to a moderate breeze later on. So a mixture of brightness, but some cloudy spells, especially as we get into tomorrow evening, with maximum temperatures in the mid-teens. Let's get a check on our times of high water then, between 9 and 10 in the morning, later on between 9:45 and 10:30. So as we take a look at the wider picture, you can see there's quite a few low pressure systems moving through, and that's what's giving us this changeable and unsettled weather, meaning it is fairly breezy at times and a mixture of cloudy conditions, sunshine and some showers.